Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, On Set With Me. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking all things production assistant, what it is, what it means, and what we do on the daily. So I'm located in New York City, New York, so all of my experience has been here, and I'm going to be talking about it through that lens. I'm 22 years old. I've been doing this for a year and a half now. Started out when I was 20. So yeah, let's just get into it. Basically, production assistant, PA, what that means is you work on the sets of television, film, basically assisting all departments that go into making a production. So anyone from the camera department, the art department, the costume department, general production, they all need assistants, kind of little worker bees that don't have creative power or make any decisions, but help to get things done and get the show moving. So that's what we do as a production assistant. Generally speaking, we will help all the departments, but then each department might have their own PAs. It really depends on the size of the production, how much crew, how much budget, all that stuff. In terms of what we do specifically, it again depends a lot of the time on what kind of show, reality television, scripted movie, documentary, what the day-to-day is going to look like. But generally speaking, we're going to do, pick up breakfast, coffee, bagels, whatever it is in the morning, set that up. We help to set up what's called crafty. So that's the food, drinks that will be out all day, every day for people to have on set. We will help with any task that you need to go pick something up from the store. If we need printer paper, if we need printer ink, if the art department needs wallpaper, if the costume department needs little stickies, all different types of thing. Again, it really depends on a lot, but a PA will be sent out on that run. A lot of times we'll have vans that will drive around the city. So again, anything, if we're in Brooklyn, we need something in the city, we're gonna drive the van into the city or take an Uber. All of the expenses are paid for by the production. If you take an Uber, you get reimbursed. If not, them paying for it up front. The gas, tolls, all of that paid for. Just if a certain department needs you on set, camera needs stand-ins. They need to see where they're going to shoot the shot. They have to have someone there in front of them to act as the actor. What lighting needs to be done, they'll have you sit there. So again, just so vast in scope and day-to-day what's going on that day, what a PA is going to have to do. But that's really the rundown basics. And then in terms of rate and hours, so in New York, the minimum wage is $15 an hour. And generally, the PA's hours are going to be 12 hours base before overtime, even though that is technically overtime. So the first 8 hours of the day is that base minimum wage of 15. And then after that until the 12 is time and a half, which then will come out to the 210 over 12. That's the basic PA rate for New York City. And then anything over that, so 13, 14, 15-hour days, you're going to make double overtime. So that does add up money-wise, but you're out of the house for a good 18 hours on those really long days. So definitely pros and cons. I mean, in terms of why one would be a PA, you are looking to be a producer, a director, head of production, those big up the ladder positions. Most of the time they're all going to start as a PA. So it's just really placing yourself. In my experience, I've tried to be a PA for a lot of different departments to get that experience and understanding of how all of the departments work. It really helps. I want to produce in the future. If I need to have relations and help from the costume department, me having PA'd for a costume department, I now understand a little bit more how it works, how long in advance I need to ask for something, things like that. It's just, again, it's a really good foundation for learning a whole lot. I didn't go to film school, So I really went into it not knowing anything at all. And of course, like, no better experience but doing the job itself. So I've learned so much. There's definitely downsides. Like I said, you could be working 13, 14, 15-hour days, go home, shower, sleep, wake up, do it all over again. So that gets really taxing. Sometimes, depending on the production, you might do 6 days a week, 7 days a week. PAs really wouldn't do that, but it's happened. And it takes a toll mentally, physically. It is a lot, but you know, in the end, it tends to be worth it. And then again, you know, the pay rate is, yeah, it's the minimum wage, and we're getting paid that fair minimum wage, but if you think about it, it's really not that much money for the amount of hours of work that we're doing. So there's reasons that I know people that just can't take it anymore and they leave, but for me, it's the big picture thing. And like I said, it's that first stepping stone to becoming that bigger position that you want to get into. So that's really it, generally speaking. I think I want to talk more specifics in future videos, you know, specifically like what New York means in this world. It is very different from LA. I've been out there a couple times, or just one time last year, to see how that was, and it is very different. In the age of COVID now, there's a lot of differences. I've worked on a couple of sets. I'm about to start in a new Netflix show, so I'll have a lot of things to say once that gets going. You know, in terms of specifics of like words, lingo that we use on set, you know, walkie stuff, call sheets, all of that I'll get into for sure. And yeah, I mean, it's a really fun job. I really like it a lot. When I'm working, I feel like I have a purpose and I'm getting things done. And, you know, I'm excited to show you guys more behind the scenes, get into more topics. Comment down below if you have any requests for anything, questions. And I look forward to making those videos. But for now, like and subscribe, share this video, and I'll talk to you soon.